Hi, Sunflower. Before I could rise, I had to bury her. The version of me who kept me safe, who smiled through silence, who wore the world's expectations like a second skin. She wasn't a lie, she was my survival. But she couldn't come with me. This isn't just healing, it's a shedding, a soul returning to its truest form. This is a letter to the self I had to leave behind. Entry 4. A letter to the self I had to leave behind. There was a version of me woven from shadows. She wore silence like silk. She smiled with splinters in her teeth. She lived in a body that never felt like hers. She wasn't born. She was stitched together from all the places love forgot to touch. From quiet rooms where no one asked how I was really doing. From hands that held me but never truly saw me. She was made of bruised light, always glowing but never allowed to shine. And when the world demanded a softer, quieter version of me, she complied. The good girl, dependable. The one who learned to survive without taking up too much space. And when I entered that room, echoed my every ache. Rooms where love came with rules and kindness turned cold when I needed more. She showed up again, quiet, polite, almost invisible. I thought it was strength, but really it was surrender. Not to the Most High, but to fear. The Most High came not with thunder, but with stillness. He sat in the silence I used to fear. And held out his hand. She cannot come with you, he whispered. You have a mistaken survival for identity. And it wrecked me because I had built altars to a version of myself that was never meant to stay. I wore her like armor, but the armor started to rust, and it cut me every time it moved. So I began to shed, not in beauty, but in agony. My tears weren't poetic, they were guttural, ugly, holy. It felt like skin being torn from the skeleton of who I used to be. This is my letter to the self I had to leave behind. You weren't born in sin, you were born in sorrow, and you learned to make art out of ache. But you cannot protect me anymore. Your silence kept me safe once, but now it keeps me small. So I bury you with reverence, with love, with your holy grief. You were never a lie, just no longer the truth. If you're standing in the front of your reflection, watching the old you crack down the middle, don't turn away. That breaking is sacred. The pain is resurrection. Let it happen. Let her rest. Let her rot. Let her return to dust, so the real you can rise.